Hey everybody, welcome to my channel again. This video will be about the 4 parts of the quadratic function, the quadratic graph, and I am showing you in our packet, which was over Unit 11, quadratic functions. So there aren't page numbers, but you'll see how I turn the page. So here are some of the notes that we took. I'm just going to remind you before we get started. So you have the quadratic graph that looks like this. This one's opening up, and this is kind of shaped called the parabola. Now, one of the important parts of the parabola that other graphs don't have is a vertex. So that would be the, see, when you got arrows, that means it's going to keep going on for forever. This point, though, is the lowest, and that's what we call the vertex. Okay? Now, what's important is we need to know the coordinates, so the x and the y. So here, this would be -1, -2. Okay? This would be the x. The y would go this way and be -1, -2, -3. That would be the vertex. Now, we have a line here. That's the axis of symmetry. Axis means it's a line. Alright? Symmetry means that it's the same on both sides. So that means that this side is the same as this side. They're symmetrical. They're the same. This line that we have, when it's a vertical line, think back to slope man. If you have a line up and down, you write that as x equals because it's a vertical line. So you write x equals. Now, what's the x of this? It goes through the vertex. Okay. This goes through the vertex. So the vertex is here, this line, okay, is x equals, what's the x? X is -2, so your line is x equals -2, because it goes through -2. It's a line that goes up and down, so it's x equals. Last part that we're going to talk about on this one are the zeros, or the roots, or solutions, or x-intercepts. They're on the x-axis on this line. So they touch here, they touch there, those are the zeros. And this one here, the x value is is 1. So it'd be 1, comma, 0. Because so for example, if you graph, and let's just say you have a point here. Well, what's the x? 1, 2, 3, 4. The y is 1, 2, 3. Here, this point is at 1. The y is 0. The other one is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So you're going to put -5, comma, 0. Notice the y for both of them is 0. That's why we call them zeros. Alright, so let's do another example. Now you can always watch this again. You can pause this so that you can look at these notes. Alright, so let's do another example. Let me turn the page. Turn the page. So, we've already done some of these in class. Find the one that looks like this. It has the letter E on it. There aren't any page numbers, but there it is, example E. Alright, so we do the 4 parts. Let me find another one. Okay, so we do the 4 parts. Vertex, axis of symmetry, and zeros. Okay, we're also going to do the y-intercept in the next one, so we're just going to kind of go back to that one. Alright, vertex. So you have a graph like this, where it's the highest, lowest. I'm going to put a little pause, find the highest and the lowest. In this case, this is going to keep going up. So you only have a lowest, called the minimum. Here's the lowest. So the x is -5. comma, the y, which is negative 8. Okay? The x is negative 5, and the y is negative 8. Now, remember, for the axis of symmetry, alright, it's a line that goes up and down like this. And so we write x equals. So what's the x here? The x is negative 5. So it's going to be whatever x is here, so you write x equals whatever the x was here. Now, the zeros. Remember, the zeros are on this line here. Alright? This line is your x, they're on this line. So wherever this graph crosses this line, those are the zeros. So, again, it's wherever this parabola, this graph, crosses the x-axis. Alright, so the zeros is where it crosses this line. You can see it crosses there, crosses there. So what number is that? Negative 3. The y is 0. That's why they're called zeros. This one here is negative 6, comma 0. And those are the zeros. The vertex, the axis of symmetry, and the zeros.